をしております。観覧席の券をお持ちのお客様、今しばらく歩道にてお待ちください。すべて準備が整いまして、安全を確認の上、こちらの方からご案内いたしますので、しばらくお待ちいただきたいと思います。この後入場いただいた後はですね、今日は6時50分をめどに関東の入場開始となります。この関東通りに東西両サイドから266本の関東が入場してまいります。すべての関東がこの会場を埋め尽くしますと、沼や秋田市長の歓迎挨拶に続きお待ちかねの関東開始です。関東は途中に移動を挟みながら関東の演技を披露いたします。最終の関東の終了予定は8時35分となっております。その後約15分お客様と関東の触れ合いの時間を設けておりますので、どうぞ最後まで秋田の関東の祭りをゆっくりお楽しみください。
I just looked at my other phone to check the chat and I see that there are messages here. But it's not showing up on my streaming phone.
チーム個人を発表いたします。関東の指し手も非常に張り切っております。後ほど夜空に揺らめく光の稲穂の共演をお楽しみいただけると思います。最後までごゆっくりお楽しみください。観覧席のご案内今しばらくお待ちください。
Okay, hello. Hi Void, hi X-Ray, hi Flowers. Yeah, the speaker's pretty loud. So we're sitting on the curb. Keep showing my feet on accident. We're sitting on the curb, waiting. I think the lanterns are coming at 6:50, they said. It is 6:30, so 20 more minutes. I just figured I'd start the stream now just to see the setup, because they pulled out all of these chairs were like underneath the bench. So they pulled them out and they set everything up. They're working really efficiently, and it rained a lot. So they're like, that guy over there is actually wiping down all the seats. That's so nice. It's another curb stream. Okay, tell me about the quality. Let's do another call and response too. When I say call, say response. Call. Okay, that's fast. Better than yesterday? We'll see when all the... You were right. When all the lanterns started showing up yesterday, that's when the service went down a lot. Maybe when the lanterns come out today, we'll have the same problem. I don't know. We'll see. I should probably restart the stream though, because I can't see the chat and I don't want to have to rely on my Japanese phone. The battery life is shite. Actually, never mind. This way I can keep the phone propped here, down by the curb, and then I don't have to like lean back to the chat. I don't know. Should I restart? Alright, we'll give it a go. I'll be right back. Okay, now I can see it. I can see the chat now.
ご案内するまで車道には絶対に入らないようお願いいたします。Entry to the paid viewing seats is inside the end, so please do not enter the road until our notice. 歩道では混雑を避けるため立ち止まらず右側通行にご協力ください。To avoid congestions on the sidewalk, please do not stop and keep to the right. 本日分の有料観覧席、まだ若干の余裕がございます。こちらは観覧席番号81番向かい、秋田銀行大町支店隣の本部テントにて販売しております。どうぞお求めください。この後もご案内がございますまでは歩道の通行、右側通行にご協力ください。
Also, my pocket Wi-Fi. This is my pocket Wi-Fi. This thingy. It got really hot yesterday, so I'm wondering if that affected my service. So I'm keeping it outside on the curb here to keep cool, maybe. Man, yesterday it made me really want to get a streamer backpack because after I stopped like trying to reconnect and I was walking around looking at the floats and stuff, I was like,
会場内混雑しております。歩道の皆様はどうぞ右側通行をお願いいたします。To avoid congestions on the sidewalks, please do not stop and keep to the right. この後有料観覧席への入場の案内がございます。ご案内するまで車道には入らないようお願いいたします。本日は秋田関東祭りにご来場くださいまして誠にありがとうございます。例年落とし物が増えております。お財布、携帯電話、鍵の落とし物が多くなります。
お待たせいたしました。観覧席の準備が整いました。
I want to talk, but I'm waiting for this announcements to go down.
ゆっくりとお進みください。全席指定席でございます。
Oh, they've opened it for the
番号を迎えにの上お座りいた
people
だ
who
きたい
paid
と
for
思い
the
ます。
seats over here.
長らく歩道にてお待ちいただきましてご協力いただきましてありがとうございます。どうぞお進みください。
Okay. Anyways, what was I saying?
Je crois que c'est réservé.
ただいま有料観覧席への入場が開始となりました。どうぞチケットをお持ちの皆様はお付けになりながらごゆっくりとお進みください。ただいま有料観覧席への入場が開始となりました。どうぞ走らずごゆっくりとお進みください。観覧席には段差がございます。どうぞお足元をしっかりと十分にお気をつけになりながらお進みください。We are now ready to begin the entry of paid seats. Please proceed slowly and without rushing. この後、関東の入場は6時50分頃を予定しております。本日時折風が強く吹いております。演技が始まりますと、関東はお客様に向かって倒れてしまう場合がございます。お怪我などございませんよう十分に注意しながらご覧ください。演技中の関東からは目をお離しになりませんようご注意ください。ただいま有料観覧席の入場が開始となりました。チケットをお持ちの皆様はどうぞごゆっくりとお進みください。この後も会場内歩道は右側通行をお願いいたします。
Little baby one. Okay, anyways, I was walking around yesterday and I was bummed out because I really would have liked to kept streaming. I think I've talked about it before, but like I like the idea of solo traveling if I get to stream it. It's fun to talk about it, talk about what I'm seeing, you know? And like my favorite part of yesterday was like having my first impressions of the first float on the street with everyone else. So that was cool. Then I didn't get to share the rest of it. So I want to get a streamer backpack. I just need something that's like plug and play. Something where I can just get it and it's like ready to go.
ここで本日を使い続けて行われました第77回関東妙技大会の明日決勝が行われるんですが、決勝進出したチーム個人をお知らせしておきます。まずは大若団体の規定演技決勝ですが、16チームが進出いたしております。
It only works if I do more IRL stuff, but maybe it goes hand in hand that if I have the backpack, then I will do more IRL stuff. Wow, so a lot of people actually like over there, and it's quite reserved. It's kind of open right there. I think the chairs are 5,000 yen. And then I think the box seats were 3,500 yen or something. We're sitting on the curb for free though. Cucumber. Chilled cucumber.
続きまして大若団体自由演技の決勝。
So the difference with this festival and yesterday's festival, the seats were 5,000 yen, I think, like the actual chairs, and then this little box, like stadium bleacher things were 3,500 yen, I think.
続いて大若の林方お林信です。林方決勝川尻本町寺町4区 JR 東日本
And then, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so yesterday's festival, anyone can actually join in on like the walking and parading as long as you have like an outfit, which were very easily rentable and buyable, it seems. So if you bought it or rented like that particular yukata, you could pretty much go and join the festival. You gotta ride? That's so early. But this one, these are like actual people, it seems, who like know the skill of balancing the lantern. The lantern itself is called Kanto, which is why it's called the Kanto Festival. I don't think anyone, no Joe Schmo can join because I think these are like particular teams. So what we have to do for this festival, we're gonna stay stationary for a little bit because apparently the teams, like they don't rotate like yesterday how it was a parade and how the floats will make their way around the whole perimeter. This is just one long strip of road. And there's teams, like Kanto teams, that will stay stationary. So like we're just gonna see one person, one team here, you know, one team there, and one team there. But eventually I think we should probably get up and walk around and check out the other teams. And then that'll be our festival for the day. Everyone joins in on the fun. It's more like everyone comes to watch the fun, I guess, or to watch the spectacle. I mean, people are just wearing their classic yukatas, but I'm not seeing a particular uniform like yesterday's. I guess. Wow, it's very packed. Remember, I feel like yesterday the reserve seats were not really a big deal. Like, thing. Also, the announcements earlier were saying that because it's really windy, we have to keep an eye on the lanterns because they might fall on us. It's pretty windy today. Thank God. We need the breeze, otherwise it'll be too... And then, so, I've got the train ride, the resort... Oh my God, I can't talk right now. The scenic train ride is called the Resort Shirakami. So, I have that... Let me use my fingers. So, I was here in Aomori. Then I was going to take the scenic train ride down to Akita. And from Akita, I was going to take the Shinkansen back down to Tokyo. But from Aomori to Akita, this area here was like closed due to heavy rain. So I couldn't take my scenic train down here. And instead, I had to go take a Shinkansen to a town over here. And then take another Shinkansen to Akita here. So... I think I got tomorrow off from work. We have a new like requesting website that I used for the first time, and I didn't get a notification saying like, oh, my shift has been covered, but I can see on my list of shifts that my Wednesday shift is no longer there, so I think it worked. Anyways, so we're taking the Resort Shirakami from Akita back up to Aomori, and then from Aomori we'll take the Shinkansen down to Tokyo. Hi, Ultra. You've been teaching yourself German. Ooh. Any particular reason? Why German? Look at all the fanners. I'm not hot at all. It's actually it's cooled down a lot, and there's a nice breeze, so it feels good.
まもなく50分から関東の入場となりますけれども、ここで関東の歴史的なことにつきましてご案内しておきます。関東祭り、今年3日目
Actually, it's 10:50 is when it starts. 10:50 a.m. But the trade-off, like, so the different times, depending on the time that you take, and if you start from Akita, if you start from Aomori, you will have a different train design. The train design that I really, really wanted is not the train that we're taking tomorrow. It would have been the train that we would have taken today if it wasn't canceled. So we have a different train design, which will be fine, I guess, but we do have better stops. This train that we're on, it stops at one particular station that I think is where Slam Dunk takes place. Or Slam Dunk? You know, the manga Slam Dunk? So on the platform of this particular station in this town where Slam Dunk takes place, they let the guests on this particular train get off the platform, and on the platform there's like a free throw shot set up. So the train stops for 10 minutes and you're allowed to try and make a free shot or something, and if you do, you get a prize. So there's that one stop. It's silly. And then we actually stopped at like a beach kind of area, and the train stops for like 15 minutes, and you can walk off and go to the beach real quick. Try teaching yourself a couple languages, Dutch and French. I've been finding German is a bit easier to learn. Do you think, is it the grammar of German that makes it easier? Because I always hear that like, oh, English is a Germanic language. Yeah, my free throw attempt, I think I'm going to embarrass myself and everyone's going to get secondhand, if I can capture it on screen. I'm just going to shoot like a granny. I don't know how to do like a proper type of shot.
faire et après ça peut se faire.
Looks like you can organize yourself to be a part of a tour group, and then they kind of like reserve everything for you. There was a woman today. I was trying to make plans in my mind and like account for how much money I had left in my wallet. I was like digging through my wallet to count my bills, and this woman next to me just said hello, and I was like hello, and she started talking to me in English and wanted to just practice her English with me. This old Japanese lady, and she was like, I just went to the hospital and I came back, I'm done, but I have a lot of time before I need to go home, so I want to talk to foreigners today. And I was like, okay. I was just surprised that like, can't you see that I'm like stressed out looking through my wallet right now? And that's when you take the time to say hello. Maybe she didn't notice. But then, as I predicted, she was a Christian woman who gave me a card to scan a QR code to where I could study the Bible for free. Hi Dingus, if you miss, I will disown you. Me and Mo are united on this. Go ahead and fill out the paperwork right now, Dingus. You can do it. Go ahead and disavow me right now. The language similar to my native language. I had that same sort of back of the throat sound. You have to make her German. The ugh sort of sound. Oh, okay. She does take the opportunity she can. How do you predict she? Because that's usually how it goes. Like the older women that approach you here to talk to you, and their English is like very spot on. 9 out of 10 times they're a missionary, or they're from some Christian church in Japan that are trying to spread the word. I think those are they did this earlier for when, what do you call those? They're like shots to signal that we're going to start the festival.
関東通りの東西両サイドから入場してまいります。例えば参道十字路付近北側の関東会が入ってきております。北側のトップは加賀谷関東会会長、沼谷秋田市長、
What do you mean it's been a
秋田
nice
商工
run?
会議所の辻会頭、そして
What are they handing out
富
over
樫
there?
博之衆議院議員総務副大臣
That's what you mean by it was a nice
秋田
run?
市副市長、そして関東会の堀副会長、観光アンバサダー、子どもたち
It was nice being your
続いて
relative.
入ってまいり
Right?
ました。
More about last
こちら
time.
南側の先頭は京和町関東会が入ってきました。
Coming out over there? First series of buffering?
関東
Boats
は
have Wi-Fi
順
jamming
次皆様のところに
technology?
進んでまいります。
They
お近くに来ましたらお気軽に
Or
声を
maybe
かけ
it's
て
because a
入っていた
bajillion
だ
more
くと
people
幸
just
い
came
で
and
す。
sat down, and all the people who are, you know, part of the actual festival are coming with their phones too. The granny shot is statistically a more different, more efficient form for some people. Oh, that's gonna be me then. I don't have power in my wrists. Is that what it's called? The Illuminati? Yeah, now it's packed. children, do not tell me that 70 degrees is hot. Be quiet. Alright, seems like they're coming on the other side of the road. They're on the other side right now. Oh, here they are.
関東の入場が続いております。どうぞ入場している関東会に手を振るなど歓迎をお願いいたします。
The level of organization is
また通路
really
は混雑
crazy.
し
Like,
ており
they
ます
set
ので、
this
どうぞ
up
この
so
後も
quickly.
会場内の通路では右側通行で
They have a
立ち
lot
止
of
まらず
staff.
にお進みくださ
Like,
い。
these are basically just
この後は演
volunteers
技が始
who
まり
live
ます
here, you know?
と、風などにより関東がお客様に向かって倒れる場合がご
A
ざい
couple of
ます。
NBA players who were terrible free throw shooters used to practice for any shots that were a lot more accurate.
どうぞ演技中の関東からは目をお離しにな
They
りません
didn't
よ
use
う
it
お
because
願い
it
いた
looked
します。
goofy, but that's fragile. Oh yeah. Such is the case, huh? I mean, fragile masculinity prevents a lot of things. Dude, the whistling is a little bit of a different tune than yesterday's festival, right? The tune overall is a little bit different. Sounds like two different tunes are playing. Sorry, not the whistling, the The nice thing about yesterday's festival is that my hotel was literally on the street where the festival was at. So when I was done, it's so easy to go home. Today I have to walk. Well, this is already kind of, this is like 20 from the station. So I have to just make the walk, then take a train to where my hotel is, then do another that station. So it's a little bit of a journey.
上小部町2丁目泉一の坪バラ島すず富士フィリム B1 秋田自衛隊
There's a vector certain players can't hit consistently if they're too tall.
上亀野町秋田崎岳川尻本町勝平三佐野町
Yeah, but it's okay.
川尻保育園南通り
It was the best
川本
price.
町名
I really hope that we can do the train ride tomorrow. Because that means I don't need to come back here. Which, like, not that this place sucks, but I'm very much like a one and done kind of traveler. I don't want to have to buy another Shinkansen to come here and then another Shinkansen to come back. I am losing out on a shift worth of money, but the money that I save with not having to make a second trip, I think would be worth it. Also, they did get bentos. What is nice tour? They brought food for them to eat during the festival. Nice little box. They coming?
豊島町、秋田大学、ノースアジア大学、柳町、登町、寺町に行く、本町6丁目、馬喰町、金満、西部、JR 東日本、下梶町、
Here they are.
NTT 秋田グループ、牛島、室町、極南小学校、城町、
Alright, watch the data. Oh my god, look at the kids, they're so cute. they're gonna lift. They're gonna carry. One person will carry this whole thing. Will balance this whole thing. Good morning, Smooth. Only too mad to be affected by adverse weather. Yeah. My anger alone acts as a barrier. Wait, I love that all the kids are doing the music. Oh my god! Festival's just starting, Smooth. You came in at the perfect time. Yeah, that's Mitsubishi. Different companies will have their own teams. Like yesterday, like different companies make their own floats. It's all big branding. You need to have sponsors and companies to like fund these kind of things. That's a picture of his crotch. Have a good day, Smooth. It's actually like when you go to shrines and stuff, all of the lanterns will have the will have the names of people who help give money to the shrines or the temples. It's pretty common for it to be written on lanterns. Isuzu! Oh my god, I haven't seen Isuzu in so long. I was like my mom's first car. Yeah. Imagine walking while fluting and doing it for 3 days in a row. In the heat. I love the fits. And yesterday's festival, that's like 4 or 5 days in a row where they're pushing that float around. I know. These are so cool. Festivals are quite gendered though. Like yesterday's festival, all the float pushers were like majority young boys. Majority men overall were pushing the floats yesterday. And it seems like it's men who are holding the Kanto. NHK! American muscle cars? I've seen it works to get an American muscle car because of the what the heck? Because the tires or the steering wheel's on the other side. Whoa. Paying for their channel when you don't even watch TV. They literally will hound you at the door. There's so many kids in this. just a little bit away from here. I had yakisoba already. It's good to see overworked salarymen doing extracurricular activities. Yeah, unpaid though. Oh, it's JAL, the airline. Actually, you know what? I think these are separate teams, but they're sponsored by these companies, probably. These are like their own Kanto teams. Yeah. These are the tabi feet. We got tabi. These are tabi shoes, and then there are sandals over there. He is JL, the back of his thing. JL sponsored this team. Or is it JL himself?
Japan Airlines.
It works Sallerman is basically a Japanese mascot at this point, yeah. Yeah, they make like all the new recruits and stuff. Probably have to do all of this. That's why it's always young men doing all of this. I'm glad we found a spot on the curb again. Are there food trucks or death? More food stalls and food carts? What do you mean, Flowers? There's food stalls and there's food trucks. Not too many food trucks though, mainly food stalls. Hi Ray. Good morning. This looks like a Star Wars logo? Actually, yeah. Doesn't the Rebel Alliance have some sort of winged thing? The NBA logo, but there's the guy slinging his briefcase. They're waiting. Rebel Alliance. I didn't stream Makisoma, don't worry. I wonder how comfortable the tabi shoes are. I'm sure it just feels like you're walking on the floor itself, and you can probably feel how hot the concrete is, but I guess it's not that hot right now. What's he doing? They look like they hurt your feet after a while. Apparently, it's supposed to be ergonomic for your feet to have your toe, your big toe, a little bit separated. I can't tell what the bottom, like that one has a sole. Some of them are very flat, some of them have soles. Hey, it's JP Post. Welcome to Akita. Look at the little baby, the baby one. I like that they have kid-sized ones. She's so cute. The G-looking logo would look better on the lantern compared to the JP Post. You're so right. But they're not running. They are doing a lot of walking, though. You briefly wore those toed shoes back when I was doing parkour, and did you like them? The tabi shoes. Yeah, these, some of them look like they're very grippy. thing that has water and other stuff. It's very big here to bring sodium tablets, salt tablets. There's a lot of games. Nike foam shoes? Really? More comfortable than Crocs? I hope this woman holds the Kanto. Are they setting up? I think this is a swallow, this bird. People hooping Crocs now, and is it okay? What's your shoe size, Ray?
すべての関東が定位置まで入場を終えたようです。関東会の皆さん、準備よろしいですか？
How tall are you?
それではここで秋田市関東祭り実行委員会会長沼谷淳秋田市長より皆様に歓迎のご挨拶を申し上げます。皆さんこんばんは。
こんばんは。
秋田市長の沼谷淳です。今日は雨が心配されましたけれども、皆さんの情熱と思いで見事晴れました。ありがとうございます。
They were, even though they were nervous about the rain.
全国各地、そして世界各国から船にも乗っておいでくださいました。関東祭りは秋田市民が大切に受け継いできた世界に誇るお祭りであります。今年も266本の光のイヤホがいよいよ夏の夜空に光り輝きます。会場の皆
Because the
様、
universe
どうぞ
made it that way so
磨
that
き
every
抜か
time I
れ
meet
た
someone, I
関
can be,
東の妙義
take
を
comically silly
心ゆ
pictures.
くまでお楽しみください。そして関東演技の後は秋田の美味しい郷土料理とお酒をぜひご堪能ください。それではせっかくの機会ですので、私たちのお国言葉秋田弁でもご挨拶をさせていただきます。おまたす。秋田市長の沼谷淳です。まず時どもよく秋田さん来てけだな。これからしったけきれいな関東を見せるからまだぐしかっと開いて見ていってけれな。それから関東終わった後は秋田梅物いっぺんあるから酒っこどこっつを楽しんで飲んで食ってってけれよ。
すごい。
来年もまだ来てけれよ。へばありがとうさー。沼谷秋田市長でした。それではマイクを関東会の加賀正人会長に渡します。加賀会長お願いします。はい、ご来場の皆さんおはようございます。関東会会長の加賀屋でございます。関東祭りは江戸時代に七夕がきっかけで始まったお祭りです。この長さ 800m の関東大通りに266本の関東が勢ぞろいいたしました。提灯の数にして1万168個です。これが今一斉に立ち上がります。まるで天の川を見るような幻想的な風景に包まれます。どうか目の前の関東会の演技に大きな声援を送っていただきたいと思います。それでは早速始めます。関東会の皆さん準備はよろしいでしょうか。関東林を始めます。
力強く4つ目は肩です。最も高く美しいとされます。
It's a little dark, but
最
the
後の
lanterns are 12 meters
腰
tall.
で
They're
す。かなりの
50
執念が
kilograms,
必要な派手な技です。
and there's
熟練の指し
46.
手はセンスで仰ぎながらかなりも感動の暗い方法は決めております。おすすめはこの後もお願いいたします。
There's roads that have door
おなく
to
お願い。
I you know, the up that easily. See, you can hear everything is okay. We've got a new except it's not because we have. It seems like they're moving really good, so we can see different groups. You can hear, but you can't see. Do I end or do I
監
not
督会
end?
が所定の位置についたようです。2回目の演技を加賀谷会長よろしくお願いします。はい、それでは始めます。持ったら前だ。持ったら前。
Second round. Yes.